darkest rivalry. All of what you find, the one thing they can't see. No, they say they'll take your man, they'll give it away.
Yeah, I'm like Thelonious at the underground piano, dressed in camo, the grenades, guns, and ammo. Death to Sambo, send them a bouquet and a candle. I came to take back that other 2/5 of a man. So, from a silhouette standing in the aperture to a figurehead standing in the path of a killer, young gorilla just scrambling for Africa. Prepped and will accept nothing but a massacre. Premonition and intuition is a bitch. Got a message from the heavens, all it said is to resist. Keep it brief like an elevator pitch. A delegated switch, cause the spirit is a stitch. In America, the rich love to wear it on their wrist. They call it shots, they don't wear it on their hip. Shaking of the chains, I can still wear it on the ship. One hand loads the clip, feel the rubber on the grip. Me and my reflection sending one another on the trip. I'm under 21 and bit. Now you know what punishment. Listen, it ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do kinesiology with no apology.
Shine the light down through the darkest rivalry. All of what you find, the one thing they can't see. Oh, they say they'll take your man, they'll give you away.
The deeper the breath, the louder the scream. I cower between the two monsters out of my dream. A Cadillac, a limousine, an anti-nigga machine. And if I wake up alive, I bet they won't come clean. Umpteen times, the warning signs went unseen. To me, they've done something. They tried to clip my wings, but not before I understood how any cage bird sings. The soul was something before we became earthlings. Freedom is better than heroin, morphine, or methadone. They force feed their fears into our flesh and bone. Inside of my confessional, I decompress alone. I'm more skeptical of following the metronome. I guess technically I'm on another echelon. It just gets to me the way they lay the pressure on. It ain't an easy odyssey for you to follow me. We do kinesiology with no apology.
Shine the light down through the darkest rivalry.
Right.
All of what you find,
Stop the
the
way,
one thing
dog.
they can't see. No, they say
Talk your talk, nigga. Let's go, nigga. How that shit go? Boy grown, hands like Roy Jones. King Tut bracelet on, encrusted, flooded in stones, bro. Artists in the sharpest, merge like 3-bedroom apartments. Pick one room, they all room. Let me start this. My art retarded kids, the arsonist and ostrich. The moon is the park. We been partners, shit. Say no other. We the Jungle Brothers out in Kenya. How we did in December, loading the cartridges. The lines is like nines. P80s, mean babies, word to mama, poor llamas. Paper we seen crazy. Louis Ritchie, the drummer. Thoughts from the blackboard, boy, Mama Coy. See the numbers, stay maxing and relaxing. Chuck Jerry in 2027 Hummers with song. I seen the stunners getting busy on the bridge. Headed out playing your dope DM and stop wasting time, take some shine.
shine the light down through the darkest rivalry. All of what you find, the one thing they can't see. No, they say they'll take your pain, they'll give it away.
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your man, T.O.P. I'm back. What's up with y'all? How you doing? Just chilling. Tone dropped out. He should be back shortly. And Roe is not going to be here again this evening. So, what's been up with y'all? Glad to have you back. Glad to be back. We've been on a short hiatus, you know how niggas do. We go on vacation whenever we feel like it. And there's Tone right there.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Tone? Just bear with me 1 second. That track that I just played for you folks was called The Darkest Part by Black Thought, produced by Danger Mouse, featuring Raekwon, the chef. And I gotta say that it's a couple of joints on that album that just came out, produced by Danger Mouse featuring Black Thought called Cheat Codes. And in my honest opinion, man, nobody could ever really say that hip hop is dead when you have hard, tight lyrics, hard boom bap sample beats on a project like this. I highly advise that you check it out if you haven't already. Again, the intro joint that I just got finished playing is called The Darkest Part, featuring Raekwon the Chef. And for all of you who go catch the playback, just rewind it. The shit is hot. But during the course of this video, it's maybe 2 more songs off the album. I want to review. Me and Tone go review for you. But aside from that, what's good, Tone? Welcome back. We've been going for, I feel like, a month.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Damn, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, we didn't come on last week, but that was because we all had some things going on, so none of us was ever able to coordinate and make the show happen. So we just took the week off, and unfortunately, this evening Roe is not going to be joining us. He's out and about taking care of some business, I imagine, and he should be back on the next episode. Good evening, Miss Misha Mack. And good evening, Mr. Kev. 504. How about that? We got Miss Misha Mack at the top of the map. We got Kev all the way down at the bottom. Starting from the bottom, now we're here at 9 p.m. every motherfucking Monday night. So what's good with you, Tone? How you been, man? What's going on in the last 14 days in Tone's world?
Jeez, man, I got a car accident the other day, man.
Car accident? Oh man,
Yes,
I'm glad that you're all right. You healthy? You here this evening to speak with the people.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody okay? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
I ain't trying to get all in your business or nothing. I mean, you did mention it. What exactly happened?
I was pulling out of a residential, man, and I can't really tell you what the lady did, but like she wasn't in the lane. The next thing you know, she was. I believe she was attempting to make a left turn and said "fuck it" and went back out it, but not looking forward. But
was this a black lady or a white lady or a
lady? Of course not. It was a white woman.
Oh Lord, you got hit by a Karen.
You know what's crazy though? She got into an accident 2 days prior.
I've been hit by a Karen before too, only for her to practice racism against me and try to stiff me out of getting paid. But I got good insurance. I got Geico. That little motherfucking Geico is a motherfucker. They will get you paid if the opposing party is in the wrong. You can prove it. North Carolina got some real draconian traffic laws. So here in North Carolina, like I had a motorcycle accident back in 2018. A dude clearly rear-ended me on a motorcycle. I mean, it's quite obvious. There's no way that I could have caused that accident. But in North Carolina, if they could prove that, or if they say that you any percentage in the wrong for or if you're any percentage of the cause of the accident, then they could deny your claim. So it took me almost a year to clear that shit up. Only for the guy to admit, yeah, I seen him, I hit him, because I was in a rush to get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, you got to be careful out there, folks. People out here, not only is people crazy with these goddamn guns, people crazy with these motherfucking vehicles. And I live in North Carolina, and I can tell you, these motherfuckers in North Carolina can't drive worth a fuck. I had a dude merging into my lane this morning. I mean, it's no way in the hell you ain't see me. I seen you look in the fucking mirror. There's no way in the hell you ain't see me. But okay, you gonna keep merging and act like you ain't see me. But
man, I had a guy.
You see this motherfucking ratchet on my goddamn hip when I ride past your motherfucking ass. You better act right, motherfucker.
Right. I had a motherfucker cut me coming off the freeway while I'm on service drive. Switched 3 lanes with no turning signal. I pulled up. and we happen to be right next to the lights with each other. I had blew the horn. So he like, hey man, you're supposed to yield right there. I said, hey man, you're supposed to put on your turn signal. And he sat and thought about it. It was like, damn. And I was like, now have a nice fucking day. And pulled up on this stupid ass. Like, kind of shit.
Oh,
bro, you did something stupid, bro. Look forward. Don't even look my way. Last thing you should be doing is rolling down the window and tell me about myself. That had me blue. I'm so glad I had somebody in the car with me.
I know, man. It's like I was like when I got into my accident in 2018, I broke my elbow, I sprained my knee, I hurt my back, I broke both of my fucking thumbs, and somehow or another I still managed to get up off the ground and tell the motherfucker, yo, why don't you get your ass out that goddamn car and hit me like you hit me with your car? Let me show you something right quick. That motherfucker white dude, they want to get out that car. You know how they the all of the racist tropes in this country. Niggas don't feel pain, so I can only imagine what was going through his mind. Some crazy nigga I just tried to kill is up in my grill now.
Right. But, yeah, you got road rage like me. I done hopped out the car a couple times.
Well, I'm a by profession, I'm a professional commercial driver. So I'm qualified to drive every fucking thing on wheels. The only thing that I ain't qualified to drive is a train. And it's not too difficult to learn how to do that because it's not unlike driving a tractor trailer for the most part. But yeah, people have horrible fucking driving habits, man. Very bad driving habits. Like, how you got a $50,000 Benz, but you too fucking lazy to use all them goddamn 4 fucking turn signals you got on your car? Or why are you in a fucking rush to race me to a red light? You just hauled ass around me at 50 fucking miles an hour, and I pull up to the light, it's still red, and you've been sitting there for 3 minutes. I mean, people just don't give a shit, man. They really don't. They don't care about your life, but don't do it to them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what pisses me off. It's not the you driving like an asshole, because all I got to do is slow down and avoid you. But it's the hypocrisy. It's the I could cut you off and give you the finger because I'm in a rush, but don't you do it to me. Yeah, well, I'm not that. I'm that motherfucker. You understand me? Give me the
have some of your own medicine.
Give me the motherfucking finger, and I'll make you wish the fuck you never did. But I'm an older dude now, and you gotta control shit like that because I ain't got time to be sitting up in no jail. But motherfucker get froggy and you want to leap, go ahead and jump.
Man, I told a motherfucker pushing what was maybe his grandma or whoever it was in the wheelchair. And he happened to say something to the chick I was with, driving. And she kind of pulled a little bit into the little walking lane at the stoplight, but she thought she was gonna make the light, but she didn't. So he walked past, mind you, he wasn't nowhere near getting hit or nothing. He was upset that he had to kind of step outside the line a little bit, and he like flinched at her car, like, "You stupid or something?" So I got out the car like, whoa, fuck is you on? He said, motherfuckers need to learn how to drive. I said, man, I hope you got room in that wheelchair because you about to be in that bitch too. Fuck you talking about? Like I started walking the talk. I'm like, bro, like I get road ready sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
man, the audacity of people, man, like just go. You know what I mean? It's not disrupting your day. Just go, bro.
I think at some point in time, everybody who drives a vehicle, unless you just like a super ice cold, blood in your veins type motherfucker, at some point in time, somebody gonna do something out on the road that is gonna piss you off. And I totally understand. And the way I look at it is, when you're doing something out on the road in the vehicle, not only is you putting yourself in danger, you're putting me in danger too. And you don't have the right to put me in danger. I actually had a situation. Let me explain the situation. So I just bought a brand new goddamn motorcycle. This is some years back. I just bought a brand new motorcycle, getting off the exit, and you know how the exit, come, it form 2 lanes. One go turn right, one go turn left. So me and the car behind me, we both go to the right. Why this motherfucker fly around me and we right at the end of the exit? And
That's crazy.
I almost ran into the dude, right? But to make a long story short, he didn't know that my people was in the car behind him. So what I ended up doing was after he turned, I turned right behind him. Then I crossed over the lines and went in front of his ass. And I slowed all the way down to 20 miles an hour and made that motherfucker follow me for 2.5 miles. Because you either go slow or you go hit me. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what ended up happening is when I turned into the street where I was going, he turned in behind me. Now, mind you, my people is behind in the car behind him. So I noticed that the motherfucker followed me, so I pulled over, put my shit in neutral, hopped off that motherfucker like, what's up? Fuck you following me for? You gonna do something to me? Yeah, okay. Watch this. So I explained to the dude, you know what the fuck you did, man. You put my safety in danger by doing what you did. Where the fuck is you in such a rush to go that you willing to put my motherfucking safety on the line? I mean, just explain it to me. And the point being, he didn't have no explanation. So I told the dude, as long as you see me around here on this motorcycle, don't ever drive around me like that again. Because if you hit me, you better kill me. Because I'm telling you now. You understand
I
what I'm
come to
saying?
you.
So if it happened, you already know what to expect. So he got big and bold and shit, like, like he gonna walk over to his car and get something. And my folks hopped out the car like, yo, what's up? I said, you just seen what this motherfucker did back there at the light, right? They in agreement. Yeah, we seen him. Now he got to deal with 3 motherfuckers. And it's only one of him. But to end the story, I basically just made the dude understand, look, I don't give a fuck if you in a rush or not. Don't put my motherfucking life on the line. Don't put my safety in danger because you're late to where the fuck you got to go. And don't think that you just gonna do it to me and get away with it. Fuck is wrong with you? What if I did that to one of your family members? How would you feel about it?
Right.
And I live right down the street, my nigga. You can come holler at me anytime. I never seen that dude again, he never rode around me like that no more. But sometimes it's very unfortunate. Sometimes that's how you have to handle situations, because a lot of people out here nowadays, I've noticed anyway, it's gotten a little worse in my opinion over time. But a lot of people out here just feel like they could do and to you or treat you any kind of fucking way they want to, but they don't want you to do the very same thing to them. And I'm not the type of person that's going to go for no shit like that. But anyway, in other news, I found out recently, it's on the Negro grapevine, like none of us knew. Tevin Campbell finally came out as being gay. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
A salute to the homie Cam Bass. Glad that you could make it. Could y'all please make sure y'all hit the like button? I appreciate it. Yeah, I just seen that recently. I don't know. It might have been a meme. It's 2022. This is the era of fake niggas and fake news. So
Do anything for clout.
you never know. You know what I'm saying? And I point that out because I, as well as other folks, have been fooled by the internet before. But all I want to say is I was around when Tevin Campbell first came out when he was introduced by Quincy Jones. And when
That was
Quincy,
enough said right there, right?
you shout out.
How to do
But
it.
even when I was a teenager, when he first came out, I kind of got that vibe from him. Even though he never came out and outright admitted it. But it's 2022 now. You know, everybody is whatever. So
Everybody's everything.
yeah, everybody's a fucking superhero and a Marvel star now. So you know, it is what it is. But I just bring it up. You know, I don't have anything against gay people, be they male or female. You know, I don't agree with trying to push that shit as an agenda to children. You know, keep
Facts.
that keep that in the realm of adults, consenting adults. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all good. You know, but I just thought that it was odd, you know, because like I said, you know, that was the conclusion I came to 15, 20 years ago. But it to me it was an example of uh filler news. You know, shit that motherfuckers want to hear because it's for entertainment value and shock value,
Because
but
ain't nothing else going on.
in the grand scheme of things, it actually means nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it. How has that changed the world uh, such that it's going to benefit other people? You know. But I just thought that it was interesting. The internet is an interesting study. You know, if you sit back and you study it. But did you catch episode 1 of She-Hulk?
Oh yeah, I thought
They should call that shit Rachel Dolezal.
it. Right.
A little curly haired white girl turned into a big non-white strong ass independent woman.
Right.
You know,
Independence.
oh, you shout out a big ass from South Carolina.
What do you gonna say? I think I made a mistake. Did you say steak?
Nah,
You ever
nah.
seen this burger?
Well, what did you think about it though? You know, I enjoy all of Marvel superhero shit, but it's just for pure entertainment value for me. You know what I'm saying? Although I do catch the woke ass messages that Kevin Feige seemed to be sprinkling Phase 4 with.
Yeah,
Yeah, did you check it out and what did you think about it?
it irritates me on multiple levels. Like one layer, it's like
Oh Lord, we
it's,
got
it's as a
irritated.
writer.
We got irritated
It's
nigga
as
in the building, yo.
oh man, I'm a couple of notches away from the nigga with attitude. So irritating. But bro, like the way they put these little messages in is like so like off base with the story that it takes away from it. It'd be like, so why'd you like I get it, like we've been getting like the same messages beating to trying to beat it into everybody. And it's become obnoxious at this point where you just do it just for the sake of doing it, not to be like, haha, this is a message. And then to do it in the first episode and the volume that it was done is ridiculous. Like there was one point where she was like imitating him growling and just like man, and I'm just like you couldn't think of nothing else for her to say. Like how like it's almost it's so blatant now that it's ridiculous.
I enjoyed the episode. I was kicking it with my lady friend over the weekend. Me and her checked the episode out. You know, we didn't Netflix and chill. We Disney Plus and chill. That's the new shit for 2023, nigga. But what kept fucking me up about the episode is for some reason I could not stop focusing on their mouth. For some reason, maybe it was something with the
I think she was doing voiceovers.
I think it was something with the animation. You know how I mean, like Bruce Banner wear one of them motion capture contraptions
Yeah.
and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think for She-Hulk, they got some like a real life chick that's like 6 feet tall and like muscular because like she like some kind of athlete or something. Who she's a body double, for when she turned into the Hulk, but the She-Hulk. But for some reason, the the way their mouth was moving during the episode, you go back and check it out. You might be able to see what I'm talking about. But it's just something seemed unnatural about the way their mouth was moving, and it kind of threw the whole episode off for me.
I gotta check it out before they fix it. Because Disney good for like doing bad, but fixing it on the next one on Disney Plus. So you mess around and not even be able to see where they fucked up.
I know that's right. Before we go on, I know you've been into music for quite some time. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Oh, salute to you, my own thinking cap. I know you're pretty familiar with Black Thought from the legendary Roots crew. Not sure if you're familiar with Danger Mouse. He did do some work with MF Doom. Rest in peace to MF Doom.
So with a Z, right?
What, Danger Mouse?
Yeah, MOUSC, I think. Or am I tripping?
Nah, it's just spelled just regular Danger, regular Mouse.
Oh,
But
I know where I see that.
he pretty dope hip hop producer. But I want you to check out. I'm gonna do two different songs, and you missed the first song, but I want you to review these joints with me because you're a hip hop head. I'm a hip hop head, and in my opinion, this album represents what I know to be hip hop. Cause all this new shit, especially like since Future came out, all this sing rapping, Drake too, all this sing rapping and harmonizing. We had some of that, but to me, that's not like really. That's not hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
I want to check out this joint right here, and I want you to tell me, give me your opinion on it from a hip hop perspective, and make sure you guys check out this album. Again, it's Danger Mouse and Black Thought. It's called Cheat Codes. Just came out recently. Is probably, in my opinion, is probably the best album of 2022. In my opinion. So I'm gonna queue up this next joint called Belize featuring MF Doom.
Okay.
Yo, I'm sick, no lymph nodes is swollen. They told me even when the record skip, keep it rolling on his shoulder like a California highway patrolman. Launch codes were stolen and sold by Ed Snowden. I fled to Rome and told him address me as a Roman. I'm still in photos posed with my own omen. A thumping kicker for me to slam like Hulk Hogan is something like a plain bumper sticker, no slogan. This something for the shooters and back and forth commuters who never knew the difference in laws and jurisprudence. I feel as though it's safe to assume that to the students and non-congruent to the way that me and Doom do this. You checking the top 2 of 1,000 intelligent chaps with rap projects and housing developments. Cooler cross-legged on a crate like it's elegant. Try to hate, I'm puffing up your face like a pelican. Highly enveloped and activating my melanin. Y'all failing to see what's shaking besides gelatin. News bulletin, I refuse to take the medicine. Fuck a thick skin, I got me an exoskeleton. The black collar feral and a lobster. Deliver like an obstetrician, but not a doctor. Bring the Cambridge, the Websters, the Oxfords. The picture too long to watch. See the synopsis. Compensated for playing nice, it's optics. Product of the last poets and the Watts prophets. I stop it, it's beyond out of pocket. Dunzo, I hit the gun show and got a rocket. Catastrophic, supreme microphonist. In Mexico, we the legendary Dos Cajones. Brothers, both components. Other close to colas, court holders. With bars as hard as Angolas. Away from you.
Doom get rude with the dude off chips. The mood switch, he chewed off strips of a brood witch. Danger make a groove off a glitch. Major boo booty twitch and the crew rich bitch. Always wanted to say that, ever since the days in hallways taunting a stray cat. The one he often frequently slapped around, all the while waited and graduated cap and gown. Hated the rap sound, debated the crap until he felt he had it mapped down. Enough to have the game trapped and bound, scratching the crown with the names of lames who yapped the noun. Or verb for that matter, had no data for a herb who chatter. Oh, Eric Estrada, fat rat, the mask made him batty as a Mad Hatter. Known for his absurd word choices, and will ignore you if you ask him if he heard voices. Look, the energy is crazy. Far as he was concerned, the enemy was lazy. Your attention, please. Freeze. He came to seize the free cheese before he flees to Belize. In case he forgot to mention, squeeze these. Just keep it on a need to know basis. They knew he was a Negro, so no need to show faces. Back in the days of no laces, on a slow pace, they used to say he might could go places. Man, whatever the case is, the card he played was ace of spades, but no races. A spastic, some call loony. When he split a tune, sarcastic as Paul Mooney. Away from you.
So what you think, Tone? What would you do with that track, Tone?
I would actually fuck that up.
I could hear you on that track. Sonically speaking, man, this guy Danger Mouse, man, he got the Kanye Pete Rock finger when it come to making tracks, man. Y'all really got to check this album out. It's probably one of the dopest motherfucking albums that came out in the last 24 months.
I haven't
Easily.
even heard it.
It just came out recently. It only been out for maybe a month, 2 months, something like that. I only been listening to it for the last month. But it's got some serious bangers on it. But again, like, just sonically speaking, like I could listen to just the instrumental of this album. He ain't even got a rap on it. That's how dope the production is.
Might check it out.
Yeah, and that was an exclusive Doom verse. Rest in peace to MF Doom. He passed away in 2020, the end of 2020. I think Halloween it was. Him and Chadwick Boseman both passed away in 2020. But yeah, man, that's pretty. It's a pretty tight joint. I like that's one of the hot joints that I got in rotation right now, real heavy. And a lot of people they not like technically savvy and shit, so they might not really know the difference between regular stereo speakers and studio monitors. But like I got studio monitors, so like I really get to hear the music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It come through a lot clearer. So I just say that to point out that I get a chance to really enjoy what the music is doing. And
So when I was in high school, my engineer, we used to mix stuff on his headphones, and then we'd take it to the car and listen and mix it in the car. And so I could tell the difference somewhat between like the studio headphones, the stereo headphones, and I could hear when like something on the stereo would sound like in the studio, and something in the studio would sound how it would sound in the stereo. You know what I'm saying?
oh
So
yeah, definitely. When you render tracks down, like to master them, especially in the studio, they how it's mostly done is like I make tracks. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll take samples in mono or stereo, depending on the sample, but I'll make my original track mono and then just double it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go into a studio and you have it mastered, they touch it up, you know, in the stereo field so that it play the same no matter where you play it at. And I used to do that too back in the days when I first started making beats on a fucking PlayStation 1. They used to have this game called MTV Music Generator. You used to
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
shit.
It's had full flex on it.
Yeah, yo, I still got PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 memory cards with tracks on it that I made on MTV Music Generator back in like
We had two.
2001.
We had Generator 2.
I had both of them. I had the MTV Music Generator and the Music Generator too. I got tracks that I made off of that one too. So this was back in the CD-ROM and CD-RW days. Nowadays, everything is streaming nowadays. So you know that's dead old technology. But yeah, man, I remember back in the days I'd make a beat on the PlayStation, then record it, and then throw it on a CD, and then go play that shit in the car, and it'll either have too much bass or too much treble.
Yeah.
It's so you know that to say that, you know, sonically speaking, the brother got a lot of talent, and if you a real hip hop head and you fuck with sample boom bap beats, and you fuck with Black Thought, check it out. I'm gonna play another one before we get out of here. But lately I've been noticing online that the niggas is back at it again. Salute, Trav. The niggas is back at it again. They got problems with bitches and they got problems with each other. So now you got the passport dudes beefing with the dating coaches, because the passport dudes are saying, stop trying to infringe on my right to take a flight to get some ass
For the night.
instead of trying to teach me how to deal with these unruly hoes in the United States. And I find it very interesting because I remember Patrice O'Neal saying in one of the videos I watched of somebody made, but what I remember him saying is, as at one point he said to himself, or he asked himself, why am I risking my life on this fucking death dart called an airplane, traveling for 15,000 goddamn hours, 92 million miles, to get out of bitches what I want? And what he ended up the conclusion he ended up coming to is that it wasn't the females, it was him.
Mm-hmm.
And how he was going about getting the females, and the revelation that he came into is that the same kind of way he was treating and regarding females out of the country is the same way he should do it in the country. And when he did do that, he found out that he had massive results.
Man.
So have you noticed the passport dudes and the SBM and the dating coaches all beefing online lately?
I actually have, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm on the side of the dating coaches, bro. I can't even lie to you.
Explain.
Because at the end of the day, a guy who gonna fly all the way across the world to go find him some other bitch, she gonna eventually, the same stuff that's turning the girls off when you here is gonna eventually catch up with you there. It's just she'll be able to fake it longer.
So in other words, if you gotta have game in the United States, you gotta have a little bit of game outside of the United States too.
Exactly. You gotta understand what you're doing wrong here. Like, you can't buy yourself into being a man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you either go be or you're not. And just because you go to a different country don't mean that, like, It just means, so for instance, that's like when somebody here that's a multimillionaire, right? When they go up to a chick, the chick automatically assume, oh, he's this manly man dude, he's got money, blah, blah, blah. And then slowly but surely, she starts to realize, like, you ain't the guy I thought you was. So when a regular guy from here goes to another country, he has that same filter of him. The first thing they think is, oh, he's an American, he must have money, he can change my life, he can do this. And they be attached to that, but then when they realize, like, I don't really like this guy. And he really kind of a punk, and they don't like punks, so they're going to either use you just like the girls doing here, or they're going to leave you just like the girls doing here. You just post, what that'll say, you just postpone the inevitable.
I mean, me personally, I'm not opposed to having a passport. As a matter of fact, I would say that it's a necessity, but not for the reasons that a lot of guys buy passports for.
Yeah.
So let's, for example, just take what's going on economically in this country right now. We just had the white folks pass the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which is probably really the inflation increasing act, because I don't see how you're not fucking giving us more inflation by spending money that we as a country don't have. But the point that I'm trying to make is if you're going to have a passport, what do you have it for? And at the end of the day, if your primary goal is to go look for some elusive chick that's going to check off all of the goddamn boxes on your list, then more power to you. But in all likelihood, I understand women. Women are women. Don't make a difference where you find them at on planet Earth.
Exactly.
They all run off the same core operating system. You know
There's a
what I'm
bunch of
saying?
Agent Smiths.
that's one way to put it. But like I'll use myself for an example. My passport, I could fly out the country right now, be gone for several months, and rack up a whole goddamn tally of bitches. But that's not my purpose for having such an instrument. It's my just in case I need to get the fuck out of this country, because shit is, we hear people talking about you better prep. You hear people talk about they might be getting ready to cut off everybody on food stamps. There's 4 guns to every person in the United States. The Fed is fucking up the money. The government is spending money they ain't got. We're in an everything bubble. It's getting ready to be 4 times worse than it was in 2008. I might need that passport to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. I ain't thinking about no goddamn bitches. I'm thinking about preserving my life and preserving my property. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's an example of one of the reasons why I'm not opposed to having a passport, because it's just a tool. And really, if you want to be real about it, it's really like the permission slip that your teacher make you sign to go on a field trip, because you can't go nowhere without that shit, and somebody gotta give you permission to have the motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's like niggas got a new toy. It's like niggas got a new toy, and they just overly exuberant about the fact that they could get on an airplane and actually go somewhere. When, truth be told, black people been traveling all over this planet for hundreds of thousands of years. So you're not doing nothing new, my nigga. How you think all these non-black people got on the planet any goddamn way? Anyway, as far as the dating coaches go, it's only a few dating coaches out there that I would even endorse and recommend that anybody go and get information from. The vast majority of them are just like snake oil salesmen. You know, they heard some real nigga say some fly shit, and so now they want to go and because we in the era of the fake niggas, so they want to be cool and have a following of motherfuckers too. And I even said once upon a time that, in my opinion, a lot of these dudes that call themselves dating coaches, they ain't treating guys no better than the guys say that these women treat them. So it's a touchy subject. It's a complex situation. What's your opinion about passport guys versus dating coaches? And do you have a passport? Do you travel out of the country? And do you need a dating coach? I do take crypto, nigga.
I'm answering your second question. No, I do not, sir. And for your first question, like I said, I got a passport. I don't got a passport to go find me a wife. And like, I'm not even against these dudes flying to other countries to just go have sex with them. But when you go into other countries to find the woman of your dreams, and the only reason you want her is because at the same time, just like she probably about to play you, you low key kind of playing her because you only want her because she obedient. And she not, but the thing is, she only obedient to you because of your money. Like just because she do what she tell you to do, sometimes you need a chick that can go do stuff that you need her to do without you having to pay. But they want to go out there. Huh?
All I'm saying is, here's the public service announcement for you niggas. I don't give a fuck if you got 50 million goddamn passports. You can't run nowhere on this planet away from racism. But please continue. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, man, like I said, I got a passport, but it's to go see other places, experience other things outside of what's going on in this country. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I've only been to Jamaica. I haven't really used my passport like I would like to. But in the same breath, I didn't get it, like, because I'm like, oh, yeah, bro, I'm about to go out of town and go fuck on this and go marry that. Like, it's dumb. Like, you all this time and money you spending in and flying out to these places, you could be putting into bettering yourself to where you wouldn't even feel like you need to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
These people do need, the people that feel like they got to do that do need a date.
Mm-hmm.
Do they need half the dudes out here? No, there's a lot of people out here I would say stay away from. But anybody that's telling you not to do this is sadly on the plus side, regardless, in my opinion. Because that's a waste of your time, your energy. By the time you realize that she playing you, you had 2-3 kids with her, you did move her to America, and she about to take half your shit.
No doubt. And all I'm saying is this is I'm not opposed to anything that niggas do. All I say is that whatever you do, make sure that is something constructive, not no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to niggas going out the country and looking for what they want in a woman. I also agree, that it's possible that could be found where they live at. You understand what I'm saying? And that
Right.
I think a lot of motherfuckers uh uh fool themselves into thinking, just because um the women in other places act different, that at the end of the day they're not
Argue.
capable of behaving just in some of the ways that the women right here where they live at behave, because that's simply not true. Like Latino women, for example. I know a lot of Latino women. And what a lot of motherfucking dudes won't admit to you, or they don't know, is Latino women run the motherfucking household. You go out there and work,
Right.
bring home the money, take care of your family, and she runs the motherfucking household. So all that submissive shit, it's relationships. All relationships are a give and take thing, man. But hey, go out there and find your happiness. All I'm
Some
saying
other shit
is,
that
is make your passport about more than just getting some ass. You know, life is
That's the only part of the word they see is ass
life
for it. They don't even see the P.
exactly. You know, life and being a man is more to it's more to life and it's more to being a man than just running behind chicks. And if you're not doing it here, why would you travel 29 hours to do it somewhere else? You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And then
And what they also don't realize is that the women out here are doing all this. Go ahead.
furthermore, if you really want to be real about the situation, and I said this shit before, the reason why niggas have problems with they women is because niggas is scared to stand up like niggas and take care of the problems that we got with these people who keep into fucking fearing in our lives and our fucking affairs and has co-opted our woman against us, which is the real problem. But niggas don't want to address that because it means niggas got to be accountable for some shit. You understand what I'm saying? So you rather go to them same people and get a fucking permission slip to go find you a bitch who will cooperate with you. You understand me?
Yep. And what most of them don't understand is that the women.
You motherfucking niggas can't fool me. I'm on your motherfucking ass like white on rice, nigga.
They don't realize that the women in the West are doing all the stuff that the women in the other countries wish that they could be doing. And they're using you as an opportunity to be free to do the stuff that the women here.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. The homie Cam Bass quoted the great MC Jay-Z. No matter where you go, you are what you are, player. If you a sucker in America, you gonna be a sucker on the moon. It is what it is. Now that's not to say that you can't improve out of your suckerhood. You know what I'm saying? You can.
But if you leave a sucker, you gonna come back a sucker.
But if you start a sucker, and you don't work on not being one, you gonna remain a sucker forever. So the homie Trav said, "Let cats do them. I've just had cats try to act like they have more game because they go overseas, which is hella funny, and try to act superior because of it. A lot of the PPBs make excuses. That's true. That's 100% true. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't say that I ain't never encountered no fuckery from females, but for the most part, I don't have the kind of problems that niggas be complaining about. I don't have bitches standing me in my motherfucking face telling me how they fucking with me, but they independent. Yeah, get the fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying? I just don't deal with shit that I don't want to deal with. A lot of niggas be willing to put up with dumb shit just to get some ass. So let's see. Trav said, I ain't traveling for women personally. Paying for a plane ticket and lodging is tricking in itself to me. Well, if you paying for those things, you know, with the ultimate end goal to have a woman up in your room, you know what I'm saying? Then I would consider that to be tricking. But you know, when you travel to wherever, even if you're only going to the next state over, you know, you need somewhere to lay your head. I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna travel to Coachella and sleep outside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who
Right.
don't like a comfortable king size bed. You know what I'm saying? The homie Cam Bass said 2008 is going to unravel fully when it pops too. Those bad assets never got cleared. Still on the Fed sheet. Let me speak on that right quick. Cause see, a lot of you motherfuckers was young motherfuckers in 2008. But if you was at least 20 years old in 2008, you should know better. In 2008, when we had the so-called subprime mortgage crisis, which that's not really what it was all about. What it was really about was the motherfucking big banksters. They didn't have no fucking collateral. to post when they ass got a motherfucking margin call, and because they ain't had no collateral, it damn near collapsed the whole fucking financial system, and they only blaming it on motherfuckers who took the subprime mortgages and ended up losing their houses, like a lot of motherfuckers might be getting ready to do here in the next 3 to 6 months. But back then in 2008, when they was bailing out the banks, I think they was giving them like 700 billion, or let's just round it up to an even $1 trillion. That was in 2008. 14 motherfucking years later, they done went from $1 trillion of quantitative easing to $12 trillion. That's almost an average of $1 trillion a year going up. Now, what that means is all you niggas, goofy niggas who be on the internet with the money phone, all you goofy ass niggas who be on these goddamn platforms with stacks of motherfucking cash trying to floss on other niggas like you somebody, just understand that the value of your money is determined by somebody else, nigga. And right now, they are inflating the money supply. Your money is worth like 15 cents to the dollar. You think it's $1 because that's what it say on the front of it. But in terms of purchasing power, it's only worth 3 fucking nickels. So, you know,
ain't that a bitch?
Tell me about it. You know, but like I said before, man, niggas be very serious about not being very serious. And when the shit hit the fan, because it will be hitting the fan coming up real soon. That's why I keep telling you niggas, stack up your little Bitcoin when they get ready to print the money again, because they going to print more motherfucking money. All these goofy niggas going to be flashing their cash and buying the
2023
Hellcat.
Yep. I already know they about to be in 2023. They about to be dropping money like hotcakes.
Now it's very unfortunate, and you know, to a great extent, I don't blame niggas for acting like niggas, because they learned it. They got it. We got it honestly, you know, considering the what we've been through in this country up underneath these folks. You understand what I'm saying? But like the memes say, when you was a child, you ain't had no goddamn excuse. You an adult now. What's your excuse? When you know better, you do better. Let's see. The homie Trav said those passport cats setting themselves up to be played upon. I agree to an extent, because what's glaringly obvious to me, and this I'm gonna wrap this up real quick before we get to the last joint off the Cheat Codes album. But what's glaringly obvious to me is what a lot of motherfuckers don't take into consideration is when you go to those other countries, they got their own culture that's totally different than American culture. That includes language, customs, food, etc. So if you think you just gonna go over there and fuck these chicks, you might have a rude awakening. Like y'all niggas don't remember the little black dude who went to Greece and got done like goddamn he got killed for talking to a white woman.
Yeah, you know,
he got killed by some drunk Greek dudes just for talking to a white woman. And niggas be ready to run out the goddamn country. Because
some of them countries
they so hard up and starving for bitches. But anyway,
some of them countries it's illegal adultery is illegal. So what they'll do is they'll have a husband and let you come there and have sex with him, and then when the husband catch you, you either go to prison or you get him money. They set you up like that. They set you up where they got another example where they got a husband and you go over there and have sex with him, come back here and be sending them money thinking that you paying for her, but you paying for her whole family to eat off you like kids. And you think she love you. And you do all of that. And you so susceptible to it because you just assume because she from somewhere else, she can't do no harm. The same mistake you made with the chicks here.
Nah, you see what happened to that tall basketball playing bitch. Go out the country and don't follow the rules if you want to. But anyway, that's all I got. You got anything else before we get to this last joint off of the Cheat Codes album and get out of here until next week? We want to let the people know where they can get at you at. And do you got any any shows coming up in the near future?
Right now, not to my knowledge, but I might have something mid-September. I know that by next week though. But other than that, you can follow me on Instagram at ToneYouAFool. Like I say, I do my thing on there. We'll come through, laugh, holla at your boy.
That's facts. You know where you can catch me at. I'll be at your motherfucking auntie house every weekend, nigga. But anyway, before we get out of here, we gonna review this last joint called Aquamarine off the Cheat Codes album. Motherfucker Black Dot featuring Michael Kiwanuku. I probably butchered the young man's name, but it's all good. Sit back, listen to the joint. We'll be right back.
Everything's burning down when I close my eyes. Leaves all around. I don't understand.
We go from Lyra to Libra, from cold water to fever, to World War III, from the treaty signed in Geneva. The biology teacher said we used to be amoebas. The neighborhood preacher said we emerged from the ether. We converged from urethra and struck gold, Eureka. The morning star, Tariq, I was born to be a teacher, whether scorpion or a frog. The nature of the creature is to evolve. Though it's the savage beast we truly are. My words should be studied up in Berkeley and Juilliard. All my bars is hard as solid gold bullion. My name in the Quran like the kingdom of Suleiman. You done lost your mind trying to call me a mullion. Cause in 215 with folks fight depression and wives back protection. Lives lack direction. I'm a king, I'm dipped in God's black complexion. Survival of the fittest is the natural selection. Now bend down on the scene like I'm Saladin. The stone coverage of steam is aquamarine. You mask how you really feel like it's Halloween when they ask how you really feel about my machine. In a class that I'm only in, alien, horsepower like a Mongolian, trying to find soul again, but my thoughts corrupt the files and contaminate the console again. It's a shame, but I cannot complain, though I am not the same. My bandwidth is a canvas cut from his frame. When I present ideas naked and unashamed, it's handwritten in Sanskrit on a 7 train.
Everything's burning down when I close my eyes. Leaves all around. I don't understand.
I've been through hoodies and sneakers, the beepers and record features. Hustling nicks a reefer, the tussling with the reaper. Sensory deprivation to ultimate synesthesia. Freeing our brother's keeper from teeth of another creature. Breaking and entering into the theater. The search and seizure is the birth of genius. Somewhere between Earth and Venus. At her convenience, even non-believers make prayers. Haters and naysayers is buried in cake layers. I take day as a blessing and see the night as a lesson. Twilight is a message for me to write a confession. The matrix, a dominatrix seeking to be served. Ever patiently waiting with the demons we deserve. Better be willing to pay with every dream that you deferred. If the vehicle should swerve, learn to lean into the curve. After working up the nerve, almost equal in size, I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time. I paid a piece of my mind for every nickel and dime, but never less than a 5 and never slept on the job. A killer crept with your squad, yet never left the garage. When your guy was close enough to see the flesh of his eyes. Get to the button and press is what the message advised. What's the threat? Behind the best is where the testament lies.
Everything's burning down. When I close my eyes, it's all around. I don't understand.
Yo, I can't stop listening to this fucking album, man. It's been so long since I actually bought an album from the store, and this album I would actually pull money out my pocket and pay for it. That's how satisfied I am with the product. I don't know about you, man, but like when I was growing up, man, hip hop was totally different than what it is nowadays. Like
I understand. It's different from what it was when I was growing up.
This album, it remind me of like the Roots, Tribe, Black Star, and motherfucker De La Soul all wrapped up into one album. It's smooth like that. You know, you got thought-provoking lyrics like that, and then the fucking production is just out of this world, man.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
His beats, the the way I be listening to it, you know, I like try to break it up into different elements, and it sounds so simplistic the way he put them together, but his tracks is just so fucking harmonious. He picked some hella fire samples to do this album, man. So
yeah, I don't know what song that was a sample of, but I was fucking with it.
Definitely, I personally like I be rhyming in my motherfucking head, listening to other people's shit. But that's how I know that I got a good vibe off of it. But definitely, it comes highly recommended from yours truly. That's Danger Mouse, Black Thought. The album is called Cheat Codes. We just reviewed 3 joints with you. Go check it out. It's right here on YouTube. In case you broke and you don't want to pay for the art. But anyway, I appreciate you for coming through for another episode. We miss Negro, but hopefully he'll be back with us next week. And
next week he won't fall too short. I hope.
Life is too short, so is Roe. No. That's my nigga. I hope he out there doing all right, and he stays safe. And hopefully he'll be back next Monday with us. Until then, folks, we out. Appreciate you for coming through. Make sure you bang the like button the same way you wipe your feet before you walk to your granny house. Tell your auntie I said what's up. We'll be back next Monday, same place, same time. Check out that album too. Cheat Codes, Black Thought, Danger Mouse, hot shit, real hip hop. Peace, niggas.